Hi, I'm Kathleen Byram, author of Conversations with Dawnkey, A Bipolar Journey, and I'm going to be reading Ripples and the ICHC poem today. The ICHC Miracle, a poem I wrote. A poster sits before the screen, his hunger deep, his countenance mean. His soul craves what his tongue can't ask, so fragile it must wear a mask. Be careful what you say to him, our new admirer, our new cheese friend. He sees the fun but feels alone. Greet him warmly to our home. Oh, cheese friend, feed that hungry soul. Bestow 5 burgers, fill that hole. Encourage our friend to play and prance. When he is first, let's throw a dance. The world is full of rude and cold. It's harsh out there, we must be bold. And reach out with a loving plate of human kindness. It's never too late. Slowly, somehow, I became a Dawnkey. Dawnkey. Now, I don't know what that means to you, but it means the world to me that people would call me that. Second, you have to remember that I am a crazy donkey. I tend to be a little delusional. It's a bipolar thing, I guess. And sometimes part of bipolar is feeling special. Recently, in the last couple of years, I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, too. This is where the subject gets touchy and I have trouble continuing. See, no one wants to deal with a donkey that thinks it's special. Ha! But maybe I could list why I think I'm special. It's not because I think I'm better than anyone. Quite the opposite, as I've learned to be very non-judgmental. It's because I love unconditionally. I try to love every single person. There are some political figures that are trying my soul, but I still try to love them. And also to add to that love, I am effusive with praise and admiration. I love to compliment people and tell them why they matter and that they do matter. My God, how you matter, my friend. Never forget that the teensiest little action that you perform could cause ripples that will manifest a miracle. Which brings me to ripples. Have you ever been so blessed to have the experience of doing something and then seeing the ever-widening results like ripples in the water? A tiny stone thrown into the stagnant water causes a ripple effect. Our daily deeds are like that. The tiniest little actions that we never stop to give a thought to have great ripple effects that we will never know. The ripples go out and touch others, causing them to touch others, and on it goes. My first true and significant realization of how my actions really affect others, and how, as my mother would tell me, people are always watching, was when I married my first husband at 18. I was painfully ignorant and immature. I lived in a very small town, 2,000, and everybody knew everyone else's business. I received a card in the mail. It said, "The merchants of Orleans have contributed to a family Bible for you as a wedding gift." Now, I was not particularly religious at that point in my life, or even that spiritual, but I was an ostrich. But I was deeply touched at this lovely gesture, and I filled out the card and mailed it in. I received a beautiful white Bible with our name on it. I was not about to read it, but I appreciated the love, intention, concern, and other motivations behind it. I felt gratitude. My mother had instilled in me the necessity of writing thank you notes. I wrote thank you letters to every single merchant that contributed to that Bible. Now, as you can imagine, that town had a depressed economy. It was tough to find a job. Our best market was run by a real go-getter who only employed the most winning personalities, kids from my high school, the ones that made everyone smile. I was a reserved, quiet child. I did not exude that charm, but I had put in my application anyway and of course was not called. Soon after that thank you letter went out, I was hired. Just think about that. That simple little thank you note. Now think about this. How many people do you think sent them a thank you note for their Bible? I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to pick back up on video number 3 with the continuation of Ripples. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.